In this training lesson, we're continuing with Debtors batch journals. Now, I've processed all my opening balances here. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at this batch of data. When you process a single journal and you press process or accept, or you close the screen, that transaction has been processed or cancelled. But when you work with a batch, if I now close this here and later on I go back and I open it, the data will actually still be here. So that's what's the difference between a single screen and a batch, that we can currently keep on working it until we've completed everything we needed to do, and then we process. While the transactions are visible in this batch, they've got no influence. They will only have an influence once you process. Let's see what else we can do down here. We can load a batch, but first of all, you must save a batch. So if you know you've got a batch that you're going to be using month after month after month, then you can save that batch and load the batch where needed. If you now load a batch in a different month, you can then change the date of one of the transactions and then use the option change dates. You can also delete a batch. You can search for specific wording. You can import a text file. What is important to remember is if you do import data, let's say you process data in another program and you want to bring that data over into IQ. The format of the order of the fields and what is within each field has to be in our format. So it's always nice, perhaps export a batch, use that as an example to import your data. Then you could export this data. If you export, you've got your formats, all your different formats you can work with. You've got preview a report, where it gives you a preview of the batch that you've done. If you can preview, you can edit. And once you've completed all of the information here and everything is correct, you can process the batch. Once you've processed your batch, you will get a report that you can print. And once you've printed it, you've got this information, you can close your preview. And that concludes Debtors batch journals.